POV, the duo is reunited!
And we got it going on, got it going on. And it feels so good to be it. Hey, and we got it going, look at it.
Jarren, I love your fit.
Thank you.
I mean, today's a blue day, but we're not feeling the blues, right? Because Gen MYX, you're the best duo we've ever had. This is the ultimate new gen experience. This is
MYX Now!
I'm VJ Ozzie.
And I'm VJ Jarren.
And it's time to play a game of Dice Spice.
Gen MYX, we are now playing Dice Spice, and if you do not know how to play this game, we will be given questions now, and we will have to reply to them using whatever emotion the dice lands on.
So our first question is, share your audition story for MYX. In my case, and PBB for yours, but since I'm doing this turn, I will share my audition experience in an angelic way. Okay, so I remember our first day here on this set.
That's not angelic enough.
I remember, on this day, there were so many extroverts in this room.
Oh, really?
And I was like, how am I gonna land a spot in the MYX squad with everyone?
It's still not angelic.
Everyone was so challenging, like
challenging.
you remember Yanni, you remember Zach, you remember Sela. They were all, it was such a challenging environment, but I'm really happy that we got to pull through. We also met Denise Julia, and we also had that podcast challenge. It was one for the books. It was
Grabe naman yun. Okay, let's move on to the next.
Okay, next,
Good
your
job.
turn.
Okay, for the second prompt is sing your 2026 motivational song. All right, I have a song for my motivational, and my song would have to be Breaking News, a song I have brought from 2024 that I'll be bringing to 2026, a song that is sung by my best friend, Flower of Love, shout out Joyce.
Wow.
That song blew up here in the Philippines. So yeah, I'll
Let's
be
hear it.
singing
Let's hear
that
it
song in a
sad way. With tears, please. With tears. Just kidding. As sad as possible.
Hi, hello. You've been running circles in my head. You said we were gonna take it nice and slow. And now I'm telling everyone I know. And it's looking alright with me. So if it's okay with you, I think I'm gonna love you for a long time, baby. It's breaking news.
Yay! People it out. Good job, good job.
Your
okay,
turn.
next.
Third prompt is,
what is your motto in life? Expound. Okay, in an angry way.
Angry emotion.
Okay.
All right, go.
I always like to think that rejection is not failure, it's redirection.
Okay.
And finding, of course,
More angry.
Failure is not rejection, it's redirection, guys. It's finding what's meant for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, it's not necessarily, we don't have to feel bad about being rejected. We have to be more inspired to go to the place where we truly belong.
Correct. Okay. Yes. Nice one. And for the last prompt,
share the nicest thing a stranger has ever done to you.
Ooh, okay. The nicest thing. Okay, let's do the emotion first.
Okay. Angelic way. I think that's very fitting, actually.
The nicest thing anyone has ever done for me, I would definitely have to say one of my fan meets that my fans have set up, because some fans are first strangers but become family too. So yeah.
And you know what? I also noticed when you're at an event, your fans really wait hours just for you to see you and say hi to you, right?
I love you guys.
And because of that, let's head on to our MYX Notice.
Okay. It's been a while since we checked our MYX Notice, so let's read some of our fan messages and comments you've been sending us lately. Gen MYX,
let's go.
Let's check.
Okay.
For my notif, Life Facts TV 2205 commented under my interview with AC Bonifacio. They said, "Ang gaan panoorin."
Yes.
Thank you so much. I feel like when I see a comment of a fan saying they really enjoy watching it and it's so natural watching it. That's what I
Absolutely.
enjoy.
It's motivation, right?
Exactly.
So for me, a fan replied on when I danced with Aja, when they taught us how to dance, ako na. And he said, "Kala ko po member din kayo ng Aja." From James Patrick Baniket. It was so much fun because I always love learning how to dance with experienced people, and I feel like in another life, we would have been part of a P-pop boy group.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Ozzie does some dancing TikToks.
For
I've
fun,
seen some of his dancing TikToks. You should go check that out too. What were you dancing? What song was
Oh,
that
Lush
again?
Life!
Lush
I love
Life?
dancing the Lush
Okay,
Life. It was
solid.
because of Zara Larson. She brings up fans, and I was like,
Yeah.
maybe if she goes here, right?
You know, Zara Lawson is actually coming up again too. She's got a rebranding. She did a crazy
Yes,
rebranding.
and we love to see that.
Yeah. Okay. Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You
should-
sing for me.
Lush Life?
Yeah.
How does that? I live my day as if there was the last. I live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way
Okay.
I wanna.
Thank you.
Amazing. That was like the summer song back then.
Yes,
I
it was.
remember,
Yeah, all over.
And I'm super, super excited to interview this next headliner. Let's meet her.
Our headliner for today is one of the most distinct voices in the local music scene. She's a singer-songwriter, an artist, and a storyteller. Please welcome here on MYX Now, Syd Hartha. Welcome to MYX. First of all, greet Gen MYX, please.
Hello, Gen MYX. Thank you for having me.
We want to talk about the year that was 2025. How was your
Oh my
2025?
gosh, 2025 was super fun. And parang siyang, yung 2025 parang siyang a reset for me. Kasi it started out kind of bad. Pero after that phase, yung bad phase, parang ang saya na lahat. Parang nakapanibago nga na okay lahat. So, ayun.
Well, your music journey, you started at just 12 years old, diba?
Yeah, I started playing instruments 12 years old.
How was the journey? How did you discover music?
Yeah, more especially that you didn't have formal training growing up, right?
Yeah. Super self-taught lang kasi yung family ko musically inclined talaga sila. So yun, may instrument sa bahay, naglaro-laro ako. Tapos yung YouTube algorithm ko nun parang may So Far Manila featuring yung mga Filipino artists. So nung nakita ko yun parang, oh my gosh, may ganito palang eksena dito sa Philippines. So para kung gusto ko maging ganyan, gusto ko maging musician like them, gusto ko magsulat ng kanta ko. Kasi kaya ko na rin kumanta at mag-instrument, so why not? Gusto ko talaga maging musician, maging singer-songwriter. And talagang
So you
pinush ko.
started on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And then you moved on to covers on YouTube because
Yeah.
you saw other people doing it.
Yeah.
And then when you started doing it, you ended up becoming discovered by Sony because of your covers.
Years after, yes. Parang, after kasi nung, di ba, nag-decide na ako na, okay, gusto ko na talaga mag-music. So, nag-enroll ako sa music business school sa Mint. And mula doon, nag-grow ako ng connections din. I met so much people na nakatulong sa akin sa career ko, music career ko. And dahil sa kanila, sina Miss Latch, sina Ceremony, si Kay Rims, sila po yung nagtulong sa akin mag-ano sa Sony. Naging part ng Sony.
Yes. And in your early days, what do you remember the most about writing your Tila Tala songs and of course your original songs?
Oh my gosh. The first songs that I've written, hindi ko alam, medyo nag-cringe ako sa kanya dati, pero natanggap ko na yun talaga ako dati. Hindi ko alam kung ano pinaghuhugutan ko dun, kasi sobrang hugot ko talaga. Like, yun yung comfort zone ko that time. And ewan ko, I was just a little girl with very big dreams.
Of course, and we all have our awkward face, so it's okay.
Yeah, kaya nga. Nung habang tumatanda ako, na-realize ko na, okay lang naman siya.
Yes.
She's just a little girl.
So, okay, from SoundCloud to YouTube to being discovered by Sony, eventually you started entering the indie scene and you started doing more gigs. How did this shape your sound?
So, from covers, puro online lang ako lumalabas. Nag-start na ako mag-gig-gig. Feeling ko throughout yung gigging journey ko and yung independent artist phase ko, parang unti-unti na-open ako sa iba't ibang artists din. Nagkakaroon ako iba't ibang inspiration. And pinaka nakuha ko dun is yung paghanap ng sarili kong sound. So yun, nung nahanap ko na yung sarili kong sound, pumasok na si Sony and natulungan niya ako na hasain pa yun lalo.
But before signing with Sony, who do you think helped mentor or guide you through your career?
Oh wow, ang pinakaunang mga naging mentor ko talaga masabi ko si Miss Latch, Ceremony, they're both from Mint, and si Rames of course. He's my manager until now. And mga music friends ko, ates and kuyas, yung Ransom, and Oflam, Sinapat, ayan, sila talaga yung naging ate kuya ko sa scene.
That's a lot of mentors.
Yeah.
I mean, with
Wala
all that,
isa lang eh.
yeah, what's the biggest lesson that you carried on that you still use today?
Biggest lesson? Siguro to be grateful palagi. At kahit minsan hindi ko makuha yung gusto ko or like hindi nangyayari yung kung ano yung gusto ko talaga, okay lang, grateful pa rin ako. At pag every time hindi ko nakukuha yun, may mga mas magandang opportunities na pumapasok. So, ayun.
Your songs have it has a folk and indie sound,
Yeah.
pero may psychedelic R&B sound.
Wow.
So it's really nice to hear.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the artists that you mentioned, I also told Jarren, Kali Uchis.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I love her
I feel it,
too.
yeah.
And where do you get your style inspiration? Because I love your tattoos and everything. It does give Janae icon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
malamang sa malamang, Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
But of course, like what I do with my music, gusto ko may touch pa rin ng Pinoy. So very earthy, very palagi yung mga suot ko.
Yeah.
Ayan, mga...
Very earthy, even
Yeah,
the tattoos.
even the tattoos, yeah. Yun yung vision ko talaga, pati with my music.
Yes, but this is kind of off the record. But I mean, your tattoos, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have like any specific decisions that you go through? Like, oh, I want this kind of plant, I want this kind of flower.
When I was younger, kasi my first tattoo, I had it when I was 15. Pinayagan lang naman ako ni mommy kasi matchy kami dito. Pero katagalan na, wala na. Hindi ko na pinag-iisipan yung mga tattoo ko masyado. Pero wala akong regrets. I love them all.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, habang nga tumatanda na ako onte, parang kailangan ko na siyang planuhin. I realize ko, planuhin natin na maayos. Kasi forever na yan.
Yes, but that's really cute. So this rose tattoo
Yes.
is matchy with your
With
mom.
my mom, but she has a blue one.
What made you choose and go down the indie path and the, let's say, psychedelic R&B path?
My music ko, mainly folk pop talaga siya. That's how I would describe it. Hindi ko siya like intentionally na pinili. Siguro kasi sa lahat ng instruments na natutunan kong tugtugin, acoustic guitar talaga yung pinaka na in love ako. Siya na yung naging best friend ko. And yun, when I started writing songs, puro tunog folk na. Pati yung storytelling ko kasi ganun ako magsulat din. So very folk. So that's how I ended up with folk.
By any chance, do you know how to play the ukulele?
Of course,
I
yes.
feel like it's very
Bak,
fitting
sorry,
to your brand.
hindi of course. Parang yabang pala of course. Hindi. Ibig ko sabihin, isa yun sa mga una ko natutunan actually.
Yeah.
Keyboards, ukulele, then guitar. Guitar na yung last, pero siya talaga nag-stick with me.
I feel like in the ukulele, in your visualizer, diba? It's very island girly.
I had a face.
Yeah.
Na
And
ukulele lang.
We also, of course, went through your IG, and
Yeah, oh my God.
you're a very active person.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen
I
your
try
posts.
to be.
You swim. You like to climb. You like to do
Surfing.
everything.
Yeah.
Do these things that you like to do, does it help you reconnect with yourself, or?
Of course, definitely. I love to have a life outside music.
Yeah.
And as much as I love music, like gusto ko maging musician 100%, hindi naman yun lang yung buhay ko. Like, gusto ko, ang dami pa rin pumapaligid sa akin na hindi lang isa yung outlet ko, ang dami kong pwedeng paglabasan ng emotions ko, mabigat man or hindi. Hindi yun. It's just nice to play.
Right.
I love playing.
And what about surfing do you like the most? I mean, I'm sure it's a tough challenge. I mean,
Yeah.
not everyone can do it, diba?
Oh my gosh, girl. Parang yung surfing, isa yun sa mga naging favorite sport ko. Pero hindi ko lang siya matutukan ng sobra kasi nga ang layo and andito yung work ko.
for
So,
sure, yeah.
sobrang paano-ano na lang. Pero isa yan talaga sa mga naging favorite ko.
Do you see yourself like competing?
Oh, no.
Hindi naman. Very casual lang.
Dati, gusto ko magsabi ko, what if mag-compete ako for funds lang?
Yes,
Kahit nga
yes.
sa climb, pero sabi ko, wag na, wala na akong kailangan patunayan.
Yeah. I had experience
Fun na
with Sa La Union.
Yeah.
Because my dad's side is from there. And I tried catching my own wave. It's so
Kamusta?
nakakapagod dito.
Girl,
right?
totoo.
Diba?
Back talaga siya
Yeah.
and core and arms.
It's harder than it looks.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Wag
you're
naman,
really
may
good
family
at
kayo
surfing because you're so good at skating.
Yes.
We saw so many videos. You can like dance and you can do all types of
Yeah,
stuff with your feet on the
like
skateboard.
Like a snake.
How did you learn to do that?
I actually started surfing first. And minsan, di ba, walang alon, flat talaga. So parang, para lang ma-exercise ko lang yung legs ko, para lang makuha ko pa rin yung vibe ng surfing. Nag-aral ako mag-skate. Eh syempre, halos lahat ng surfer friends ko marunong din mag-skate. So, nagpaturo ako sa kanila, skate nga tayo. So yun, na-addict na rin ako.
Yeah, actually kind of same movement naman siya, di ba?
Yeah, halos. Mas
And
safe pa
actually-
nga yun, feeling ko.
Yeah. I also saw one online na parang lalagay nila log, tapos maglalagay sila ng board here. Parang you're just in position and you're just going like that.
Parang balance board siya. Na,
Yeah,
I do that at
exactly.
home kasi syempre, hindi naman ako makapag-skate sa bahay. Or makapag-surf, di ba? So yun yung ginagawa ko minsan din. Sa balance
Yes.
board.
But-
So cool.
Yeah.
Try nyo.
What about climbing? I mean, that's such a
Oh my God, I love
thrill-seeking
climbing.
activity.
Oh, thrill seeker kasi talaga ako eh. Parang boring ng buhay ko kung walang thrill or walang, kailangan ko ng danger. Charis.
Danger talaga.
Hindi
But
ganun.
these like cliffs, parang you're,
Yeah.
I mean, assured naman yung safety mo doon.
Oo naman. Kasi yung mga kasama ko, magagaling na sila. So, may tiwala ako sa kanila.
That's so scary kasi iba
It
pa siya
is.
from rock climbing and then the actual
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah. Well, from hobbies, now work. You had a fan meet last year. Congratulations.
Yes,
How
thank
was it? What was the experience like meeting your fans and doing something like that?
So late last year, I had this intimate year-end gathering. It was called Siblings Naman Muna.
Siblings.
Yeah,
I like
dapat annual talaga yun eh. Pero yun. Last year was super fun and happy lang ako na nabibigyan ko ng chance yung fans ko to bond, na mag-bonding kami together like that. Kasi sa gigs, di ba, pag nagkikita kami, sobrang saglit lang, parang hi, hello, ganun-ganun lang. Pero dun sa gathering, parang nag-bonding talaga kami.
Yes.
And that was so fun. I'm super grateful for that.
So you had a time to speak with your fans, be friendly with them. What was your favorite moment, would you say, of that whole event?
Marami, kasi nakakatawa talaga silang lahat. Like as in, kahit ako, genuinely, tawang-tawa ako sa kanila. Oh my God, ganito talaga yung mga nakikinig sa akin. Sobrang sabaw din like me. Para-paras kami. Ayun, ang favorite part ko nung Siblings Naman Muna last year is yung beads making. Gumawa kami ng mga bracelets namin. Kasi ang hirap eh. Para kaming, bakit ba ito yung pinili natin? Pero ayun, fun naman siya.
Yes, but apart from that event, what do you think the wildest thing a fan has done for you?
Oh my gosh. Feeling ko may isang nagpatattoo ng same tattoo ko or butterfly na kapares ng akin.
Ah, wow.
Something like that. Mga nagpapatattoo din sila.
Is the butterfly there? Can you show us?
This one.
So
I have a lot of
someone out there has
butterflies.
the exact same one.
Yeah. And even kahit anong mga butterfly o kaya magpapadrawing sila, drawing ka nga dito, papatattoo ko. So, syempre nakaka-pressure, di ba? Nakagandahan ko yun.
Wait, sorry. So are those all drawn by you?
Oh, no.
Just the butterfly.
Yeah. No, some sa artists ko, some online lang. Pero yun, iba-iba din.
Yes, but we're also curious to know, where were you when you released Damdamin? How was your life like?
Oh, Damdamin. That was...
Yeah, sorry, Damdamin.
Yeah.
Damdamin.
Go lang. Damdamin, I released Damdamin late 2024. And that time of my life, siguro yun yung transition phase ko. Kasi sobrang heavy for me ng 2023 and the past few years. I was crazy. Pero noong 2024, parang yun yung time na unti-unti na ako okay, thank God. So yun, super gumaan lahat. And ayun.
Yeah. Did your song at that time help you? Did it help you in any way feel better, or did you put your emotions into the song? Saan galing yung hugot sa kanta?
It definitely did, make my life better that time. Kasi si Damdamin, tungkol siya sa feeling na, imbes na, kasi diba everything is temporary, not just the bad things. Ako kasi yung type na, pag may happy na nangyayari o may mga magagandang opportunity, minsan natatakot ako na, baka na mawawala lang din to. Parang ganun yung mindset ko, medyo negative. So parang yung Damdamin is tungkol sa, parang siyang reminder sa lahat ng tao na, pag may feel kang maganda, namnamin mo siya at damdamin mo siya 100%.
That's true. So let's talk about your latest single. What inspired you to release Ako Naman Muna?
Ako Naman Muna, nasulat ko siya dahil nagkaroon ako ng first ever situationship. I hated that.
It's always the situation.
Kaya nga eh. First time ko kasi ma-experience yun. Tapos parang, nasulat ko si Ako Naman Muna kasi para siyang yung part ng situationship na patapos na parang na-realize mo na yung worth mo. Na parang ayoko na nito, parang hindi ko naman deserve to.
Yes.
So yun si Ako Naman Muna.
Can we get a sample of Ako Naman Muna?
Okay.
Okay.
Parang kasalanan ng mapaibig sa'yo. Ayoko na muna. Ako naman muna.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for blessing our studio
Yes, of
today.
course. And you mentioned that this is your own experience.
Yes,
But,
unfortunately. Sana hindi na lang.
Exactly. But have you, apart from that, do you think that when you write songs, is it always your own experience, or do you like to also write for other people's experience?
I think I tried writing based sa experiences ng ibang tao. Pero actually, most of my songs, if not all, they're all very personal to me. And they're all straight from my journal. Like, own experiences.
Iba pa kapag galing sa'yo.
Yeah. Yun talaga yung comfort zone ko din eh.
Mm.
Anything na galing sa akin.
So you mentioned the journal. Are you
Yes.
are you a sentimental person?
I'm super sentimental. Like, I keep everything.
It's kind of like a therapy na rin in a sense.
is.
But when you write your feelings down, you get to process them even.
Nice. And you mentioned journaling, and I feel like everyone who has a journal, they have goals. They write their goals in there, they write their
Exactly,
plans.
yes.
What are your goals for 2026?
2026, I want to release more music definitely. And magbigay pa ako or put out pa more stuff for my listeners and for my supporters. Basta for 2026, I just really want to focus on music more.
Yeah.
Yun, that's the main goal.
Do you want to also keep your work and your life balance? Like skating, climbing, you still want to do all those things in
Of
2026?
course, because I can't not do those things.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go crazy.
Okay.
I might, I can't. I have to.
Yeah.
I have no choice. I want to also.
Right.
Solid.
So I'm sure Gen MYX is so happy to get to know you, and I know they want to see your playful side this time. So are you ready to play some games?
Game!
Let's go.
Let's go off script.
Alright, Gen MYX, we are now off script and we will be playing Picture Picture Movie Poster Edition. And if you guys don't know how to play this game, two of us will be getting a poster and one of us will be guessing and two of us will be describing what the poster looks like without saying the plot of the movie or the characters, and one person has to guess. Are you ready?
Yes, let's
And
go.
of course, since you're our headliner, you will go first. The poster is set in Hong Kong,
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
and it's with two people, a boy and a girl.
A couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's local.
OFW ba yung...
Yes. 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 OFW.
Hindi ko lang yung title. Ito ba kay Catherine Bernard?
Yes.
Hindi ko lang yung title. Wait lang. Clue nga.
Mag-charades na lang muna tayo dito. Okay.
Hello, Love, Goodbye.
Yes. Correct.
Sabi na
Picture
nga.
picture na naging
Kaya nga.
charades.
Okay,
Perfect.
Fusion.
Okay, so I'll go next.
Yes, we'll go next. And we
Okay.
will describe.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Alam mo na to agad. Sure.
Okay.
This is kind of inspired by a painting, actually.
A painting.
Mhm.
Pink and green.
And they're touching fingers. And it's also magical.
Magical. Pink and green. They're touching hands.
Fingers.
Fingers. Like this.
Witch.
Like this. It's inspired
Wait,
by a
wait.
painting. If you know that painting.
Wicked.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes. Pink and green. Perfect.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Shrek,
Shrek.
but
The pink and Shrek.
I still got her green, so I was like Shrek.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we got it.
Right
1-1. Let's see if you get it.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Do you want to give the first?
Blonde.
Blonde.
Pink.
Legally blonde.
No.
No.
Blonde, pink. Barbie.
Yes! Ang dali.
Ang dali.
Perfect. All right. 1-1-1. Okay, it's your turn now again.
Okay. Game.
It's a disaster.
Disaster.
Yeah, there's a
supernatural
disaster.
International? Pinoy.
Yes.
International. Very windy. It's a hurricane.
It's a tornado. A tornado is happening.
Yeah.
And
Feeling ko alam ko to
they're
pero hindi.
running after the tornado. Instead of running away, they run towards the
I don't know this.
tornado.
Di ba mga baliw? They run towards the tornado.
Alam.
What's another word for
Another word
tornado?
for tornado. Oh, what is the tornado doing? Naging,
Yeah.
naging charades na rin to.
Actually.
What is?
Hurricane.
Yes. What's another word for that?
Twister.
Yes! Nakuha na. There,
Oh my
twisters.
God, nakakainis.
That's the poster.
Okay.
Do you know this poster?
No.
Kaya pala ako din.
Pero okay lang.
Okay, is it
Okay,
my
go
turn?
on.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
So this movie poster, there's a very tight shot of a creature.
Alien-looking, blue skin,
Blue skin.
Yellow.
Avatar.
yellow eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
Avatar.
Ang bilis.
Yes. Okay.
Easy.
Your turn.
Okay, last
Very
but not the least.
easy.
Do you know? Have you watched this one before?
I don't think so.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Robot.
Transformers.
Robot girl.
Little girl.
Alita.
Close, but not the right movie.
Robot girl.
Robot girl. Killer.
Killer.
Go, kaya mo yan.
Robot girl.
Love, Death and Robots.
No.
What's happening in the poster?
There's like a little girl in the front, and then there's the little robot girl in the back.
Yeah. Main focus is on the robot girl.
What is the robot girl wearing?
Is this a scary movie?
Yes.
Scary movie?
Pwede ba yun? Yes.
Go, go, go. Yes ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Robot little girl. Scary movie.
Yeah, with another little girl.
Megan.
Yes.
I got it.
Congrats, you got it.
Anyway, Sid, do you have any experience with MYX growing up?
With MYX, siguro yung first ever MYX guesting ko. Sobrang memorable nun sa akin kasi syempre mix lang,
Right.
napapanood ko lang yun sa
Exactly.
TV, tapos biglang, uy, bakit andito na ako ngayon?
Wow.
So yun. And syempre MYX, bago ako pumasok ng school, yun talaga ang pinapanood namin
Really?
sa
Yeah.
TV. Eh.
And hopefully we'll see you on the charts soon. So
Yes.
Gen MYX, if you want to see her on the charts, feel free to vote for her. But for now, the votes are in, and let's see which music videos are dominating today. This is the MYX Daily Top 10.
And that's our MYX Daily Top 10 today, Gen MYX. If you want your favorite music videos to rule the charts, make sure to cast your votes on our official website. That's mix.global/vote.
Yes, but the fun doesn't stop here, Sid, because we have one last challenge for you. and
This
that's
is the Endgame. Let's go.
Okay, game.
So for our end game, we are doing Hartha Reacts. Get it?
Hartha
Reacts. So we did a little bit of digging, a little bit of stalking, and we're
Dang.
gonna ask you to react to a couple of pictures that we got.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Not really. Let's go.
We dug up very old. I'm just kidding.
I'm scared.
Juicy. Okay, our first
Okay.
photo.
Wala, kinakabahan. Ay, in fairness, hindi
Damn.
in-expect ko mga sobrang nene ko.
So,
Pero
what's this photo?
that was my Spotify ad in Times Square.
Wow.
Grabe, buti yung face ko nakaabot na ng Times Square.
Exactly.
Grabe, thank you Spotify. Thank you Sony for this. Grabe talaga.
That's amazing.
How did it feel knowing
Yeah.
that your face was in the Times Square?
Crazy. I didn't even know about it
Really?
until I woke up and they just sent me a photo of it. Sabi ko parang, oh my God. Paano nangyari yan? Baka edited. It's AI. Charis. Joke lang. So yun, nakaka-proud din
Yes,
na
for
nakaka...
Of course.
What's happening?
It's Times Square.
It's
Right?
Times Square. Who
it's
wouldn't want a
Times
billboard in
Square.
Times Square?
Definitely a core memory. But next one,
Okay.
we have.
Yeah!
Another rock climbing
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah, that's my first time climbing outdoors.
Ah.
Because I'm used to climbing indoors lang, bouldering.
Hmm.
Pero yan yung first time ko talaga na outdoors talaga, na sobrang taas. Hindi pa naman ako sanay mag-top rope. or like may harness na
Yeah.
ganun. So like,
Where did
Pero-
you go climbing?
Yeah.
Cantabaco, Toledo.
Cantabaco.
Nalilito kasi ako sa Cotabato. Cantabaco.
Cantaba.
Yan.
Alright. Next photo.
Next one. Hey, sino to?
That's the love of my life.
But yeah, how long have you guys been together?
2 years now.
Nice.
November.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So what's the secret to a healthy, loving relationship?
Girl, it's my first time here. Don't ask me. First time ko magkaroon ng healthy at happy na relationship na sobrang, alam mo yun, na serious talaga na. So, ewan ko wala akong masashare.
How did you guys meet then?
Yeah.
Oh! In-invite niya ako sa gig sa Cebu. Kasi isa sa mga organizers doon. Matagal ko na siyang crush. Bakit ko ba ito sinishare sa...
Winner try tonight.
Oo. Matagal ko na siyang crush. So, nung in-invite niya ako parang... So, ayun. Sunod-sunod na. Naging friends kami. Naging close kami.
Oh yeah, where is this photo? Where did you guys take this?
Oh, that was in Baler. That was my birthday. My 23rd birthday.
You guys went it at the beach.
Yeah, we
So
surfed
nice.
together.
I was about to
So,
ask,
both
do you do your activities
Yeah,
together?
of course. Sa kanya ako natuto mag-climb.
Okay.
And nag-surf din siya, nag-skate din siya. So, syempre, bonding namin palaging ganun.
And you're both in the music scene somewhat.
Siya, yes, he hosts also and he does prod. Like, siya nag-organize ng mga event. So, yun. So, duo talaga kami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go say hi to him. What do you have to say to him right
Hi,
now?
my pau-pau.
May paganon! May paganon! Okay.
Hindi ko mapipigilan yung mga ganyan ko. Pasensya na.
And before our Gen MYX start to get jealous, let's move on to the next photo. What's this photo?
Oh, that was nung September 21. It's a photo I took sa first ever rally na napuntahan ko. Kasi medyo malala na rin yung mga nangyayari. Everyone's affected. And alam nyo na, kailangan na rin natin maging part. Hindi lang pwedeng puro social media lang yung laban natin. Laban. Laban. Kasi yung way natin to, alam nyo yun.
Yes, yes.
So yun.
So is it also very important for you to use your platform and raise awareness on things that need to be raised?
Yeah, of course. Kasi hindi lang naman porket artist ako, ay puro music lang yung nalabas ko. Siyempre, kahit naman yung mga kanta ko, may mga important pa rin na message yan.
Yes.
And ako, alam ko, bilang artist, meron akong responsibility na, alam mo yun, gamitin yung platform ko. Maraming nakikinig sa akin, maraming mga naglo-look up sa akin. Siyempre, kailangan ko rin pakita sa kanila kung ano yung tingin kong tama and ano yung tingin kong makabubuti para sa lahat.
That's
Solid.
Yes, agree.
Amazing.
Yes.
And our last photo naman.
That's my cover art for Ako Naman Muna.
And you are skating in
Yeah.
this
Skating.
picture. Yeah, and we saw the video of it, like doing all the time.
How long did it
Feeling,
take you
no?
for you to get really good at it?
I'm not yet that good, honestly. Ang daming takes nun.
Oh really?
Like,
Yes,
ganun
yes.
naman talaga siguro. Like, every magandang video, ang daming takes. Lalo na when it comes to skate or any physical activity. Pero yun.
But where was this? Where did you shoot that music video?
The video, the visualizer, I shot that in Bicol, Albay.
Ah, okay. I'm actually from Bicol, Albay. Yes. You shot it near the Mayon?
Oh, yeah, near the Mayon. Pero ayaw magpakita sa akin ni Mayon dati. Kasi may bagyo.
I see, okay.
So yun.
So nice. So
Yeah.
do you normally tend to shoot your content like all around Philippines or?
I want to. I
want
think
to.
that's one of my goals
Yeah.
na ngayon. Kasi usually pag nag-shoot ako sa mga dati kong songs, dito lang sa studio. Or basta dito lang sa Metro Manila. But I think this time, mas gusto kong mag-explore.
Sa mga province?
Like, and I started with Ako Naman Muna.
But Sid, is it hard to skate with like a dress, a skirt?
Yeah.
Or like, do you have a preference?
A dress.
Yeah.
Usually, kung ako lang, kung choice ko lang, shorts lang talaga ako. I don't even wear pants kasi makulit ako eh. And
Yeah.
yung pants ko palaging baggy, so naaapakan ko.
Yes.
Pero nung nag-skirt ako, nagpalit ako niyan, actually hindi yan dapat yung susuotin ko. Kasi pag umupo akong ganun, sumasabit yung so nag-short skirt na lang ako na parang naggumaganyan ako.
Did you nearly trip? Cause like
A lot
your
of
thing
times,
was so
girl.
long in the
A lot of times, especially with that white outfit.
Yeah.
That's why I changed to that brown outfit dun sa visualizer kasi that was shorter and less ano-ano. What do you call that?
less hassle.
Yeah, yun. Less hassle.
Okay.
So yun.
But thank you, Sid, for taking the time and joining
Thank
us
you
here
so
on
much
MYX.
for having
It was so
me.
much fun getting to know you. And if you have anything to promote or share, here's your time.
Hi Gen MYX, thank you so much again for having me. You can now listen to my latest single, Ako naman muna, and watch the lyric visualizer on my YouTube channel. If you want to hear more of my music and be updated sa lahat ng ganaps ko, you can follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/Syd.Hartha, facebook.com/SydHarthaOfficial, and TikTok. Follow me on TikTok as well. And listen to my songs on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and sa lahat ng digital streaming platforms.
And Gen MYX, if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to watch the daily episodes of MYX Now happening from Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. at the YouTube channel and 7 p.m. at the cable channel. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below all your suggestions and messages, and we'd be happy to read them out loud. And by the way, my name is VJ Ozzie.
And I'm VJ Jarren, and this is our headliner, Syd Hartha. Thank you so much for joining us today and tuning in to the new Gen experience. This is MYX NOW!
Oh my God, how many takes?
Nice one, guys.